If you really want to know where Lubuto comes from, you're going to have to let me tell you the story about my mother. My mother, Mary Seaman, was born in 1912 in southwest Philadelphia into a Irish-American family with very, very modest means and a number of children. And when she got out of high school, she had absolutely no possibility of going to college, and she desperately wanted to go to college. But in those days, that just wasn't really a possibility, particularly for girls. And so she got a job, and in all of her free time, she used to spend all of her time, when she could, at the Philadelphia Free Library, which was this wonderful place in Philadelphia that was started by Benjamin Franklin and his friends in the 1730s, I believe, and has become to be understood as the first public library. In the mid-1930s, during the Great Depression, something really amazing happened. A woman physician who was at the end of her career came into the Philadelphia Free Library and said to the librarian that she wanted to give another girl an opportunity for an education. She wanted to send another woman through college and medical school, and she was looking for a candidate, and she asked if the librarian knew of anyone who would be a good candidate. And the librarian said, you know, Mary Seaman, who comes in here all the time, you know, is desperate to learn, and she recommended my mother to be her candidate. And my mother got this scholarship to college and medical school and met my father in medical school at Loyola University of Chicago, and became a general practitioner, served generations of people in a small town in western Pennsylvania, and all 5 of her children knew growing up that we wouldn't have even have existed if it hadn't been for the Philadelphia Free Library and that opportunity that it gave my mother. I kind of always knew when I was growing up that I probably was going to become a librarian. I didn't know exactly what I was going to be doing with that, but I had always knew deep down inside that libraries were places where people could get opportunities outside of school. And certainly in Zambia, when I got to know this vulnerable population, particularly the street children, that they were outside of any way of getting opportunities. They were disconnected from society. They weren't in school. So how could somebody find them to help them? And that really is the basis of what Lubuto Libraries are about. That's what we hope to do, is to connect marginalized young people with people who care about them, people who can give them opportunities.